we're taking a look at some news coming out of Buckhead. At least one person there is dead after a car that was running from police after an armed robbery at a DeKalb County Chick-fil-A crashed. Now that car hit another at the intersection of Peachtree and Piedmont.
Yeah, a lot of pieces to this story. Police say it all started at the Chick-fil-A off of Scott Boulevard. Good Day's Mark Teichner live in DeKalb County on this developing story. Again, Mark, a lot going on here, so explain it to us.
Yeah, this is a kind of a wild one. Unfortunately, it is one that has resulted in the death of at least one person. Starting here at the Chick-fil-A just off of Scott Boulevard as an armed robbery, ending miles away with a fatal car crash. Two cars are a mangled mess after the deadly crash, which happened Monday night at the Buckhead intersection of Peachtree and Piedmont. According to DeKalb County Police, one of those cars was used earlier in an armed robbery at the Chick-fil-A on Decatur Village Way off of Scott Boulevard. Around 8:40, responding officers found several employees who'd been pepper sprayed. One of them told police a suspect stole cash from the drive-thru register and took off. Less than an hour later, Atlanta police spotted the suspect's vehicle and tried to stop it. It fled, but crashed into the other car at the Buckhead intersection. At least one person died. We don't know if the deceased is a suspect or an innocent bystander. Paramedics took one, maybe more suspects to the hospital in unknown condition. No word if anyone in the other car was hospitalized. Police say the suspect's vehicle had been used in at least 3 robberies since Sunday morning. 2 of those in DeKalb, the other in Sandy Springs. No information has been released about those other crimes. At this point, we aren't sure how many people were in each of these vehicles. We don't know if it was one or possibly more. The names of those folks obviously also have not yet been released. As far as the armed robbery is concerned, that's being handled by DeKalb County Police. The wreck itself, that's being handled by Georgia State Patrol. Reporting live from DeKalb County, I'm Mark Teichner for Good Day Atlanta.
All right, Mark, we appreciate you breaking it down, and we'll talk to you soon.
This hour with the suspect in an armed robbery at a DeKalb County Chick-fil-A getting into a fatal wreck from running from police. Investigators say the driver of the car took off after officers saw them. Thank you so much for joining us for your news at noon this Tuesday. I'm Alex Whitler. It's always a pleasure to be here with you. Now, that car crashed in Buckhead, killing an innocent driver. And Fox 5's Tyler Finger joins us now live from Buckhead, where that crash happened. We know that's where the entire ordeal ended, but Tyler, walk us through the series of events.
Yeah, Alex, good afternoon to you. This is a very big situation that all started in DeKalb County and ended right here in Fulton County at this Buckhead intersection. We now know the person killed in that 2-car crash here in Buckhead was an innocent driver who was just trying to go through an intersection when he was struck by what Georgia State Patrol says was a fleeing suspect wanted by Atlanta police. You can take a look behind me. You'll see that the intersection here at Peachtree Road and Piedmont Road is back open at this hour, more than 12 hours after this fatal crash. But let's go to video of that mangled mess left behind. The Georgia State Patrol says the victim's vehicle was hit by a suspect fleeing police, wanted for a string of robberies at fast food restaurants, including one less than an hour earlier at the Chick-fil-A on Decatur Village Way off of Scott Boulevard. The suspect has not been identified, but DeKalb County Police say the person pepper sprayed multiple employees at the restaurant, then stole cash from the drive-thru register and took off. Less than an hour later, Atlanta police spotted the suspect's vehicle, and GSP says an officer pursued it, and the suspect took off, running a red light, striking another vehicle in the intersection. The other driver was killed, and the Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office has identified him as 26-year-old Richard Wells Jr. from Highland Mills, New York. The suspect survived, and medics rushed that person to the hospital in unknown condition. Police say the suspect's car has been used in at least 3 robberies since Sunday morning, 2 of those in DeKalb, the other in Sandy Springs. As we come back out here live in Fulton County and Buckhead, obviously the investigation to all of this continues. We are working to learn more about the suspect who was taken to the hospital to figure out who that person is. We'll obviously have much more coming up on Fox 5 News at 4, 5, and 6. We're live in Buckhead this afternoon. Tyler Finger, Fox 5 News.
And that victim's loved ones waking up to some awful news. Tyler, thank you. Atlanta.
We have your first look at the suspect who investigators say robbed several fast food restaurants in metro Atlanta over the last 2 days, then caused a deadly crash in Buckhead as police chased them.
Fox 5's Tyler Fingert is live where that crash happened at the intersection of Peachtree and Piedmont with new details we're learning tonight. Tyler?
Yeah, Russ, good evening to you. This is such a tragic story. You can actually see where one of those vehicles came to a rest last night and some of the debris that is still here. The Georgia State Patrol says the suspect, who is wanted for multiple robberies, crashed into and killed an innocent driver while being chased by police. This is the aftermath of a police pursuit in Buckhead Monday night. 2 vehicles turned into mangled messes after a suspect wanted in a string of robberies at local fast food restaurants was chased by Atlanta police after spotting his car. That pursuit ended around 9:30 when the Georgia State Patrol says he ran a red light and struck a vehicle.
I heard a pretty violent noise. I was wondering what it was, and then saw the police cars leaving the station.
An innocent driver was killed and has been identified by the Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office as 26-year-old Richard Wells Jr. from Highland Mills, New York. DeKalb County police say the wreck at the intersection of Peachtree and Piedmont roads happened less than an hour after the suspect robbed the Chick-fil-A on Decatur Village Way off of Scott Boulevard. Police say he pepper sprayed employees, then stole the cash drawer. Sandy Springs police say the suspect did the exact same thing Sunday night at a McDonald's on Roswell Road after ordering fries and water.
The cashier came up to take the money, the transaction. The suspect pepper sprayed the victim, the cashier, and grabbed the cash drawer and fled the scene.
Sandy Springs police identified the suspect as Santario Barnwell. The agency is one of at least 4 involved in the case. After the robbery in Sandy Springs, investigators issued a bolo for him. They say they had him on video in a stolen gray Volkswagen Jetta. Investigators say the suspect's car had been used in at least 3 robberies since Sunday, 2 in DeKalb and 1 in Sandy Springs.
We don't often see that where pepper spray is used and reaching in through the window and grabbing the cash drawer. Unusual, but it's happened several times in the metro Atlanta area.
And medics rushed Barnwell to the hospital. We're told he is in custody, but at this point it's unclear if he has actually been booked into jail. We are live in Buckhead tonight. Tyler Fingert, Fox 5 News.